How are you with all of this, and how are you feeling right now?
Through prayer, by the grace of God, because it's hard, you know. I'm just thankful that I have my friends behind me supporting me, because if I didn't have anybody, I don't know how well I would be coping.
When you look at this picture of your little girl and you think there's no answer, she's still missing, what goes through your mind?
Where is she? How did she feel before? What was she thinking about? Will I ever find out what happened, like what really happened to her?
Do you think Maleah is still alive?
Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Intuitive Tosha, and I'm coming to you guys with a part 2 of the Maleah Davis case. All right. And with this reading, I am going to focus on the interview that I just saw from Brittany Bowens on national TV when she's sitting down with the interviewer and the guy. I don't know if he's her attorney or not, but they are sitting, like all three of them sitting down, and she's answering questions. Well, I would say halfway answering questions, because the guy that's with her is kind of answering them for her or stopping her from answering. All right. He knows that if she was to really talk, she would incriminate herself, or she would say something to make people really, really feel like she knows more or she is a suspect. All right. The energy I got from her is not someone who's drastically and desperately trying to find her child, or who misses her child, who loves her daughter. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to be nothing else but direct. That's just who I am, my personality. I'm sorry if this is going to be too rough for somebody who's watching this video. This is my channel. You can't handle it, stay out the kitchen. Okay, but I'm going to be real about this. Her energy was not someone who is drastically and desperately trying to find their daughter. Okay, I feel like this interview was damage control, or trying to help her look how people look at her in the media. But I feel like it kind of backfired, because only thing it did is really show people who she really is. And if you're intuitive and if you're gifted, you can see this, you can sense this, you can feel this, you can tell that this woman knows more. This woman is not in mourning. Like I said in my first Maleah Davis video about the LaTanya Tripp case, the woman did the same thing. She was on a TV. She had the guy, the attorney next to her, you know, an NAACP, I think it was, or the church, and they supporting her, and she's crying to my, she's missing her daughter. And the whole time she knew where her daughter was. She knew what happened to her daughter the entire time. All right. And she may not be to that extent, but she is playing a role right now. And it hurts my heart that this little girl was born into a family, born into a woman like this. We can't choose what family we're born into, who's our mother and who's our father, Okay, so we're going to look into this interview and also answer some other questions. I looked on my comment section on the last video and see what questions that stood out to me. So I'm going to try to answer some of those. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it, okay? I'm going to use my tarot deck, and I may use another deck as well. So let's get to it. All right, the first thing during this interview that caught my attention was when the interviewer asked Brittany about the relationship with her mother. And when she asked about when he asked about how her mother feels or whatnot, Brittany said that she was not speaking to her mother. Okay. And Spirit told me the reason why she's not speaking to her mother, she hasn't spoken to her mother, because her mother is pissed at her. Her mother knows something ain't right. Her mother, the energy from the mother I get is like, I told you to leave that dude alone. I told you to protect them children and leave that guy alone. You did not listen to me. You did not listen to me. I feel her mother feels like something isn't right with the whole thing regarding Darion and her daughter. So instead of her, she don't want to be out there. She doesn't want to be seen anymore because she's like, she don't know what she may say. It has that energy like, look, I don't want to have nothing to say. I don't want to be in this media because I don't know what might come out of my mouth at this point. She's not speaking to her mother because her mother doesn't want to speak to her. All right. Her mother's intuition is like, yo, something ain't right. You my daughter, but something ain't right. Something you're not telling me. That's the energy of the mother, the grandmother. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say. All right, y'all. How does Brittany Bowens' mother feel about Brittany right now? How does Brittany Bowens' mother feel about Brittany right now? How does Brittany Bowens' mother feel about her? All right, Spirit. All right, let's see. All right, so the Two of Swords is showing me that the mother feels like Brittany turned a blind eye. You see how the person have their arm over their eyes and whatnot. Her mother has been warning her. Brittany has had family issues, but you know how you have mothers who don't want to admit their faults. They feel like, I did all I could. I did everything right. And you just still turned out to be who you are. They need to have a sit down situation and talk about their feelings. Brittany needs to really be honest with her mother about certain things from her childhood, because a lot of people fail to realize that you are still wounded from things that happened to you or things you felt that you was lacking as a child. This is Brittany's mother. She's like, I told you, and this is, she's like, I told you this and that, and you won't pay attention. You're walking around blinded to what was really, really going on. I think the mother tried to tell her, look, watch him around your daughter. Watch him around your kids, period. I think you should not be with him. But Brittany would not listen. All right. The mother also, I feel like she's tried to step in to be a mother figure for the kids, like to do, what she could to help Brittany. But I feel like Brittany was resistant to that because of her own animosity and own feelings against her mother that she has not dealt with. She won't really allow her family to really be who she needs them to be, because she's holding a lot of anger towards them. Okay, she has a lot of unresolved issues. This family has a lot of unresolved issues, and Brittany is a product of that. If you pay attention to Brittany, her mannerism, things like that, you can tell that she's not all the way there. Okay, this woman she's suffering from some type of mental illness, diagnosed or not. I'm energetically picking this up. She is suffering from some type of mental illness, or she's kind of not all the way there, kind of slow. All right. She's a woman that should not have had kids, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she should not have had children at all. She's not mentally equipped for that. She doesn't understand certain things or limits that she should have regarding her children. Okay, so yeah, so let's see what else Spirit has to say regarding Brittany and her mother. All right, does Brittany's mother think she has something to do with Maleah's disappearance? Does Brittany Bowens' mother think that Brittany had something to do with Maleah's disappearance? All right, let's see. Oh, I'm dropping cards, y'all. Sorry. All right, let's see. Did she have something to do with Maleah's disappearance? Does her mother think? All right, so is somebody a Leo? Like, I'm getting a Leo energy or a fire sign person. Is Brittany a fire sign? There's a strong fire sign energy around these cards, okay? The mother is feeling like Brittany is playing, like she's perpetrating, she's not being really authentic with her feelings, but she also feels like Brittany feels that she got stuff under control, like she's controlling the situation. The Strength and World card for me is telling me that Brittany really likes this attention. She likes the attention. She is liking the fact that everybody's looking at her, that everybody's focusing on her. Everybody's focusing on her. This has an energy of look at me. Look at me. Not Maleah, but look at me. It's some sick, twisted stuff going on. And the mother feels like that. The mother feels like you're not really worrying about Maleah. I feel like it's all about you. Yeah, I think the mother is also worrying with the fact of Brittany having something to do with it. She's kind of like, don't know what to think. She's kind of like trying to figure out, okay, I don't want to think this about my daughter, but it just don't feel right to her. Intuitively, her mother she's not buying all of it. All right. At first, when everything first happened, she was backing her. But as days went on and how Brittany responded to things, and, we don't see a lot of things, of course. But who would know more about how a person is acting and reacting in certain situations? The family would, the people that's closest to them, the people that's around them during their time of trouble. So the mother is seeing behind the scenes how Brittany is acting, and she's not feeling it. All right. She feels Brittany is feeling like she's good, like she's dominant, like she's in control of the situation. I don't know if she want to be on TV or she always want to be like famous or anything like that, but that is the energy I'm feeling. It's not about Maleah. It's about look at me. Woe is me. She wants the sympathy and empathy of the people and not Maleah. Maleah is supposed to have the sympathy and empathy, but she wants that. All right. That is what I'm feeling. And the mother is kind of feeling that too. So the mother is tired. So the mother has distanced herself. The Five of Swords showing me she's like, I'm picking up. I'm out. I don't have time to be dealing with you, with your foolishness, because if you had something to do with my granddaughter, I'm going all in on you. So that's the energy of Brittany Bowens' mother. Okay. All right. Speaking of Brittany's family, let's see what the other family members feel. Like, let's see, not just the mother, how do her entire family feel about Brittany at this moment? How does Brittany Bowens' entire family feel about Brittany in this situation at this moment? How does the family feel about Brittany in this situation at this moment? This is interesting. You guys, these cards, the Four of Staff and Death, is really showing me her family is really, really taking the death of Maleah hard. They are really, really taking this hard. A lot of people want to come forward and talk, but they are warring within themselves of should I not? You know, it's like, I feel like the family is kind of split, to be honest. I feel like some people are in support of Brittany, and then others are not in the support of Brittany. So it is causing a lot of conflict, especially with Brittany's mom not talking to her. So that just adds fuel to the fire. But a lot of family members are like, if she did not have nothing to do with the actual situation, she was the person who set this environment up for this to happen for her daughter, which to them makes her responsible for it. Okay? This situation is going to end a lot of relationships within that family. Okay, they're going to be at odds with each other because of Maleah's disappearance. A lot of people, some people are going to be in support of Brittany, and then there's going to be many that's going to blame Brittany or feel like she has something to do with Maleah's disappearance because of past incidents and Brittany's life choices. You know, their family, so they know more about Brittany and things that she has done and things she's been into more than anybody else. So this is going to cause a lot of conflict. So a lot of the family ain't buying it. A lot of people are like, girl, you my cousin, but you my sister, but your ass need to be in jail too. You know what I'm saying? So they are truly mourning. The family is at odds at this point. It's split. Okay. So that is what the family is feeling so far. Well, let me see what else comes up. What else, Spirit, should I know about this family? All right. So, yeah. A lot of family members are for her and some are not. It's just the whole dynamic. The energy from these cards is just a messed up family at this point. All right. A lot of people feel like she's lying. You know, she's finessing herself through this situation. All right. So, all right. That is the energy from the family. Okay. All right, now, so this is the real kicker that really ticked me off from this interview, okay? She said in this interview that Darion Vince did not abuse her or anything, but prior to this interview, she said that he had molested and physically abused her daughter and abused her. Now she's switching her tone. If she didn't say those exact words, she said something on that effect of him abusing her, Maleah, and abusing her. And in this interview, she said this man did none of that. Let me tell y'all something. Spirit, I'm telling you, Maleah's spirit is so hurt. This little girl is so hurt because she's like, Mommy, why you didn't protect me, Mama? She has some part in this. She has some part in this. She does not want him to be persecuted to the full extent of the law. If he has to go to jail, she don't want him to get the death penalty. So she is changing her story so he can get a lighter sentence. So if she was to have to testify against him, he wouldn't be as bad off. Like in her mind, she's feeling like, let me change it up a little bit because I want him to look too much like a monster. I feel like far as he is concerned, he's not going to say too much because that's the mother of his child. I think their child was 1 year old. You know what I'm saying? So both of them go to jail. His child is left with no mother. Okay, so he's not going to say as much as he could say. All right, the whole situation, all of this was some type of plan. I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all I know exactly how this goes. The whole plan went, but she is not innocent. This woman's tears is not tears of a woman who desperately wants to find her daughter, who misses her daughter that she gave birth to, that her beautiful baby girl. That is not what I'm getting. And a lot of you are not getting that. And a lot of you are going with your intuition, and you guys are not wrong. You guys are not wrong. All right, so let's see what else we can find out.
Investigators say 4-year-old Maleah has been gone since Friday.
I haven't spoken to the public because I can't talk about my daughter I can't control my emotions. I can't predict myself. I break down and I cry.
In a video posted to Instagram, Davis shared sweet moments with his daughter as he anguishes over her whereabouts now.
All right, so Maleah's father, the energy surrounding him is someone who is very hurt. He's trying to figure out why. He knew that Brittany was not a good mother and she should not have Maleah custody of her. I feel like he tried to get custody of her or was wanting to. Like I said in my last reading, I feel like there was some kind of animosity between Brittany and Maleah's father. Like, you guys go back to that reading, y'all. A lot of y'all who's watching this probably seen the first one. And I'm telling you, something is not right as far as their relationship. Maleah's mother kind of hated him. Like, I sense like she would do anything to make his life hell or make him miserable. All right. I'm not saying he was stand-up dad. I feel like he has dropped the ball on Maleah too, but he is not, he would be the better parent. All right. He would have been the better parent for her. Yeah, I think he's young and he still have a lot of learning to do. I feel like he has slipped and I think he's feeling bad on a lot of things because I think there was an interview where he said he went to the house and he asked about Maleah and Darion wouldn't let him see her. I'm like, how in the heck would I even let that? I would never let that slide. I would not let some man who is in the house with my daughter tell me I can't see her. I would have bust that door wide open and said, where's my child? That's what I would have done. So I think he is feeling bad. Like he's feeling like he should have done more. Even though I feel like he was in the process of doing that. But I think he feel like he took too long. It was too late. Maleah just had it bad all around. It was just the whole situation. The mother was just not right. She shouldn't have had children. And her father, even though he wasn't as bad off as Maleah's mother, he had his own thing and he's probably still trying to get his life together. So he couldn't really take her and do what he could have possibly done for her because he was trying to get things together for himself, possibly to gain custody of her. But it was just too late. It was too late. Baby just had no chance. He wants the world to know that he tried. He worked hard. That's what the 8 of Coins is showing me. That he was very, very prominent in trying to do all he could to gain custody of her, to be a better father, for them to be a family. This is what it's showing me. This is showing me somebody who's trying to work hard to bring his family together, to do right, for her to have a better life. Somebody's working towards being better, doing better. Okay, this shows the 4 of Staffs is showing me that relationship. He wanted that relationship with Maleah. He wanted her to have the best life, and he was working towards that. And the Ace of Cups is showing how he's overflowing with emotion right now. He truly, truly did love her. I sense that he just, was still trying to find his own way and trying to get himself together so he'll be a better man to be able to care for her. And I think Brittany despised him because when CPS was called on her before, I feel like he was like, you know what? I'm about to take my daughter. I'm going to do all I can, work, because you are not a good parent. You are not. I regret letting you carry my seed. That's the energy he has. He's like, I regret even allowing you to carry my seed. All right. So yes, his energy is like, I was going to do all I can to provide for Maleah, to get her out of that situation. I feel like he is definitely going to try. He's going to make her pay. He is going to do all he can. Him and his family is trying to do all they can to bring out all the negative things about Brittany for them to look at her as a possible suspect. All right. But his energy is like, you know, he's not a like bad guy, and he's not, you know, just he doesn't have it all together. But he did have the best interest of his daughter. All right. He has dropped the ball. I feel spirit is showing me he has dropped the ball on many occasions. But overall, as the parent, he would have been the better parent. Okay. All right. So I want to know about the trial. You know, there's going to be a trial that is going to eventually happen. And in this interview, the guy that was with Brittany said that a lot of text messages was compensated from Brittany, and the police have those, and they can't discuss that because that has been entered into evidence and will be presented at the trial. So I want to know, will these text messages incriminate Brittany in some type of way? Because I have an energy that she deleted some of those text messages. And like I said, I feel like she's not all the way there, and she doesn't know. Like, you know how some people do stuff and thinking, oh, I got away with it, not knowing that if somebody with the right equipment got a hold to the stuff, they can access files and things that you thought was lost or you deleted and you didn't. I feel like that's going to be the situation. Like, she deleted some of those messages between her and Darion, thinking, okay, let me delete that, and so I give it to the police. They won't see this message or my response to this, or when I actually was saying something and, you know, that may give me away as being involved or guilty. But let's see what the cards say. Will some evidence come that will incriminate Brittany? Will any evidence come in to incriminate Brittany, especially the cell phone, the text messages? Will there be evidence presented that will incriminate Brittany during this trial? All right. All right, y'all. From these cards, she's going to have some people bring in some stuff on her on this trial. I feel Darion is going to eventually start talking more. He's going to say more regarding the situation. And I think he's going to get to the point to where I'm not going to be the bad guy. I'm not going to just be singled out as the bad guy. All right. Since him finally speaking out and saying some things, but there's an energy of multiple people coming out to throw her under the bus. Yes, and most of that is going to be Maleah's father's family. But there's going to be other people. There's going to be other people that's going to come in here and like, look, nah, she's not no angel. And they're going to present some things. I feel like they're going to find some things that is going to shine some light on the situation and give us more details in Maleah's mother possible role in this, or why Darion Davis did this. All right. But I don't sense her going to jail, y'all. I don't sense it. I don't sense it. They gonna try. They gonna try. The Four of Swords, they gonna try. People are gonna come forward, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think she's going to come out on top in this situation. Unfortunately, you guys, I'm sorry. Somebody's going to spill the tea and say different things, but it's not going to be enough to incriminate her. I have a feeling she is going to move on with her life. Yeah. She's going to move on with her life and live life. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see her getting persecuted. I see them bringing out stuff on her. Like, look, Page of Swords. Yeah, people are going to try. They're going to try. This is Page of Swords is showing me someone really sticking it to her, who's really going to try to take her down. Okay, they're going to bring up her parenting. There's going to bring up CPS, things like that. But it's not going to be enough to incriminate her, and the jury is not going to persecute her. All right. So as far as that's concerned, no, they're going to try, but nah. But something in those text messages, though, something is going to make people feel like something, and people are going to try to push that, but to try to use that in trial to come against her, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to say, hey, she had something to do with us. She knew that this was going to happen. All right. So I see the Four of Coins. This is showing me that this is going to really mess with her financially. Like I feel like she's going to be, after this trial or during this trial, it's going to be hard for her at some point, because the Four of Coins is showing somebody holding down money, like trying to hold on. So this is going to affect her a lot. I think she's not going to have custody of her children. If she does, it's not going to be for a very long time. So, yeah, I don't see her going to jail, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't see her going. All right, so I brought out my Talking to Heaven Oracle card deck, and this is a mediumship deck, okay? This deck is going to allow me to get any messages that Maleah may have for her family, or her spirit guides may want to tell the family or tell the world, okay? So, all right. What message does Maleah have for her family and friends? What message does Maleah have for her family and friends? All right. Let's see, you guys. What message, baby girl, do you have for the people, for your family? Wow. All right, y'all. This first card Maleah wants her family to know is that I'm surrounded by loving animals. I'm not sure if she had a pet or she just was an animal lover, but she's surrounded by a lot of animals in the afterlife. I feel like she loved animals, and they surround themselves with her, and she's enjoying them. Okay, she's enjoying having them around. They kind of helping her transition. They're helping her, so they're making the transition easier for her to the other side. Okay, so she's saying, I'm surrounded by loving animals. And if someone who knows Maleah or familiar with her family, find out if she was an animal lover. Did she love animals? Did they have pets or whatnot? Because she's definitely saying that she has a lot of fur babies around her. Okay, the second card is saying, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Wow. Everything happens for a reason. This baby is saying, I know I died, a tragic death. I know there's a lot of mystery around my death, but everything happens for a reason. She knows that this is going to shine light on other children who may be suffering, who may be in a environment at home, especially in the Houston area. I think this is going to awaken a lot of people in the government on really paying attention to cases of neglect in situations like that. Even though this little girl had to, her life had to end tragically and under this big mystery. Because of this situation, a lot is going to change. I feel a big change is going to come in that area concerning children, especially with CPS and things like that. They're going to be they're going to be more hard on parents and people who are neglecting children. They're going to pay more attention eventually to, cases. So she's saying, even though this happened to me, I know it happened for a reason, and it was a good reason, and something's good is going to come out of this. Okay. And she's saying, I am with the rest of the family. So she is surrounded by her loved ones who have passed. I feel she's with a female energy. I don't know, maybe it's a great grandmother or something like that. But she's surrounded by family, so she is okay. When she crossed over, her family members were there to usher her in. So she is not alone. She is being taken care of on the other side. All right, so I'm going to end this reading. Hopefully we hear more in upcoming months regarding the situation with Maleah. Hopefully more is found out about her whereabouts. Like you guys know, in my last reading, I got the meadow card, and it shows that she is in a field, possibly around a hilly area or something that looks like a hill, or something on that nature. So I suggest, if you guys are in that Houston area and familiar with different areas, search in the spots where there are maybe hills or something that looks like a hill. And also, she will, even though it showed a meadow, there is water that is not too far away. It's not exactly where her remains or whatever is, but it's not too far from a body of water. But her body is in a meadow, okay? I'm not sure. Like I said, I know Texas. I've lived in Texas. Texas have a lot of land, a lot of empty land. So to search for someone is going to be definitely hard to do, especially someone who knows the area and know how to hide. And like I said, if they do find anything of her, it won't be much, okay? So, yes, please, you guys, keep the rest of the family in your prayers. Just continue to pray for Maleah's soul. She is okay. She just wants to know, Mommy, why you didn't protect me. That's all I keep hearing. Mommy, why you didn't protect me? Mommy, why? All right, you guys, I'm going to end this video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I would love to have you in our magic tribe, and also make sure you click the notification bell so you can know when I post my next video. Thank you guys again, and if you have any comments, please comment below. Let me know what you thought about the interview Brittany did on TV regarding the disappearance of Maleah. How did you feel about her mannerisms and how she was acting? How do you feel about the entire thing? Okay, I know this is part 2. I hope I touched on some things that you guys was wondering about again. If not, post in the comment section below. I try to answer as many questions and comments as I can, but it was a lot. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with, and I can't comment on everybody's comment. Okay, thank you, and peace and blessings.